Hey guys, Ozzy here. So today for my video for this channel, we're going to try something a little bit different. So today's a special day for me. Today is Lauren and I's anniversary. We met 1 year ago today. Now, we did meet a little bit before then online, but this is when we officially met and started dating. It was 1 year ago today. We met through a website called Fiori. It is for transgender people and people who are looking to meet transgender people as well as cisgender people as well. So we met on there, and we began talking, and we got along really well. We had a lot of common interests. We both are intelligent people. We both have a lot of the same life goals. We both love kids. We both want a family and all of that stuff. So we decided to meet up. So we made our date, which became a real date. At first it was just going to be let's see what happens. But we decided to make a date since she lived only up here in South Hadley. And I was living down in Southwick, Mass, which I don't know if anyone here knows Southwick at all, but I live just down the road in Southwick. It's a really nice area. And we decided to meet since I don't drive currently because of problems with my head injuries and stuff like that. So we decided we would meet up at a place local to me, which was the Summer House in Southwick. So she didn't tell me what she drove or anything like that. She just, we made our plans, and a year ago today, my parents drove with me to the thing. They let me off. I waited out in front, and a little while later, this rocking little hippie bus comes driving down the street. At this point, I don't think she had told me she had the bus. She told me she had a Volkswagen, but I don't think she had explained that it was a minibus, a 1973 minibus. So I saw her coming, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So we ordered our food. This was, of course, last year was the midst of the pandemic. We were in June, and it had really started settling in like March. So we were kind of really in that like bad area. But in our areas of Western Mass, the cases were low. We both had been committed to just being in a very small circle. We all knew that all of the people that were within our circle were clean, and they were the only people that were being in our circle and their own circle. So we knew that everyone was safe. So we felt it was okay for us to try seeing each other. So we moved on to that, and we met up there, and there we were in the midst of the pandemic. Tons of people, of course, are outside because Summer House is an institution in Southwick. It's been around for very long, and they have some of the best ice cream in the area. So people flock there, and summer was just starting. It was just getting hot out. So there was tons of people there that day. So there we are outside on a date, and we got our masks on and everything. We're waiting in line to order our food. And we order our food, and we wanted to sit somewhere and eat, but we didn't know where would be a good place for us to sit and eat. So what we did is we just went back into the bus. Because the bus is the camper style, it has a fold-up table. The table just folds right down against the wall, and then when you want, you put it up, and there's a single thing that comes down, a little leg to make the table sit up. So we said, to heck with it. We'll sit in there, and so we piled back in with our food, We sat there, we had our little thing. We talked some more face to face and things like that. Me being the oblivious SOB that I am, sat there missing signs and stuff that she was throwing out. And then she wanted to see the area a little bit. So I said, sure. So I brought her down by the lake in Southwick. So we went from the downtown part of Southwick over by the lake, which is over by where my parents live. We drove by my parents' house in that area. She saw the lake. We drove back toward that way, and she goes, where is there a good place we can go and kind of hang out for a bit, but not have a whole bunch of people around? So my first thought at that point was Wally Park. So we drove up to Wally Park. We drove around in there a little bit, and it was a little quiet. And we found a little area off where we could be by ourselves. And we kind of we jumped out of the van, we walked over, we sat down, we started talking some more. And again, being the oblivious SOB that I am, I was just kind of like, nah. And finally she just came over and she, planted one on my lips. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're all good here. I'm not typically the one who sits back and doesn't shoot their shot. Or the other thing is, I'm not the one who always likes someone else to always take charge. I like to take charge myself at times, but this was one of those things that just, I didn't know where to go. I had been out of a relationship for a long time. It was a bad relationship. My, prior marriage, and then the few relationships I had, and the few little, not real relationships, but a few little girlfriends that I had in there had all kind of screwed me over. So I was really gun shy. I didn't know what to do. But this, was going the way I had hoped. And we spent probably about 15 or 20 minutes just kind of there and being together and just holding each other and everything. And brought me back to my place and actually came in, and I introduced her to my mom, dad, and sister. Hung out for a very short time and then headed off. And to be honest, I don't want to reveal too much more here because, there are some things I want to keep just for our family, but I thought as a nice tribute to the woman who has my heart, the woman who's made me a dad, the woman who's helped me overcome a lot of physical disabilities that I had and helped me strengthen myself, not just physically but mentally. The woman who brought me into her life and became a part of my life, and the woman who we've chosen to make our lives together. This is for you, honey. I love you. I love you with my whole heart, and I never want to lose you. And this is a tribute to you, Lauren, Lily, and Kelly. I love you, honey. Guys, please show me your love on this video by not just liking it and subscribing if you're not already, and clicking that notification icon like I always talk about. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of our story. Tell me, is it romantic? Is it something that you guys like hearing about? Do you enjoy this kind of thing? Because I could definitely talk about Lauren more. I love her so much, and like I said, this is my tribute. This comes from my heart, and this goes out to her as the woman who has stolen my heart and will hold it. Guys, I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed my little story here. And I hope you have a great day. Ozzy out.